Hello everybody, what's going on? Welcome to this new replay. I'm gonna be doing Megaman 5 for the Game Boy, or Rockman World for Rockman World 5, which is the Japanese name. I'm gonna explain first what this is. This is a pirate card that I found on eBay some time ago from Thailand. I was actually interested in buying the 5 Megaman games for the Game Boy separately. They're super expensive, each of them, but I found this card that contains the 5 Megaman games, plus Mario Land and a few other shitty games, but you know, the important part is Megaman, undoubtedly. And I got it for like 20 bucks, probably less than that, even 15 bucks or something like that. And it has all the Mega Man. They're all in Japanese though, but you know, text doesn't really matter much. Oh yeah, first changing controls because it always goes to Type B on the Super Game Boy as default. Alright, let's begin. I'm not that familiar with this game as I am with the other Mega Man games though. Actually, well, unfortunately we cannot have any input in terms of story, but I mean, it's basically that Wily built star droids. That's what they are called officially. Well, I'm not gonna spoil it because actually what you can see could explain more, but basically it explains that everything is at peace. But then these star droids started to invade. This guy is called Terra. It's like your rival in this game. Remember, in the Game Boy series, there are usually these rivals. So basically, these new guys are immune to the Mega Buster, so it doesn't longer work. And Mega Man gets defeated by Terra. After that, the invasion starts, pretty much like in all the other Mega Man games, with the Robot Masters. I guess he's asking where he is. He got repaired by Dr. Light. Unfortunately this is kind of long and we don't have the English. I mean, I could have used an emulator clearly, but you know, I mean, try to play from actual hardware as of late. This is the same guy that defeated Mega Man. So now Mega Man actually got a new weapon. That's probably the biggest difference with the other Mega Man games. Now I have this Super Fist, or Mega Punch I think it was called. So yeah, here it is, Rockman World 5 from 1994. Well, this is the introduction. Actually, we can skip this. But yeah, basically now I have the Mega Punch. And instead of Rush, I use this little cat called Tango. And at risk, you know, playing this game, not so many times, but, you know, for quite a few years, I never got the point of having that cat. I never used it, or if I did, I never actually got any practical use for it. So, I can perfectly beat the game without it. I think it attacks, it becomes like, it turns into some sort of saw. Rolling saw or something, but it doesn't really do anything. So yeah, here are the star droids that represents the planets, different planets. This is Neptune. I'm not sure who this guy is. Venus could be. I think this is Mars and this is Mercury. I'll begin with this one. Actually, the first couple of bosses don't require weakness. No, this is Mars. Actually, I should have started with Mercury. It doesn't matter, I'm pretty sure I can defeat this guy. I'll be doing 2 bosses, generally, on each video. Again, I'm not that familiar with this game as I am with the other Mega Man games, clearly, so... I mean, deaths could occur very often. That's something that I do take for granted. And I will be dying a lot, especially towards the end of the game. But other than that beating it, I have done it in the past. Well, in general, Mega Man games for me are not really hard anymore. Basically, since I can pretty much use weaknesses for everything. I think at some point you still get the Rush Coil and the Jet. But yeah, you have this extra helper, Tango, this cat. Nice. These guys remind me of the monkeys of Mega Man 3. No, I'm not gonna get this energy. The music in this game... well, it's extremely... this game in general... I mean, the Mega Man series on the Game Boy is super underrated, but this one in particular is probably one of the most underrated of them all, in my opinion. And so that's why probably the music didn't really get too popular, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad music. There are some specific tracks that actually like more than others. This is a mini boss, as you can see. Oh shit, this is so risky sometimes. There's just a bit of slowdown. Oh, you can actually destroy those balls. Yeah, I cannot reach the E-Tank. Well, it doesn't really matter because, you know, on the internet it's actually very easy to... wow, that was so close. To get these password generator pages in which you can pretty much get whatever you want. Like, you choose the amount of bosses that you could have defeated, you know, with the 4 E-Tanks even if you want. So those passwords pretty much give you everything you need, not just the progress that you need, you know, throughout the game. Remember, I'm not using emulator, so I cannot save state. But yeah, I mean, you can just restart the game from whatever, from the point you left it, with the amount of energy tanks you want, with the amount of lives you want. All of those, all of that information is registered in the password, so the password generator allows you to get all that. I am going for that E-Tank regardless. You know, it's a little risky, and again, I can just restart the game and get a password to get pretty much all the E-Tanks and all the lives I want. And that was very dumb on my part. Well, I told it was going to be risky. I think I got to the midpoint anyways. Yeah, I did. Also at this point. Yeah, but I want to get the E-Tank for the boss, since I know I can defeat Mars like this, as well as Mercury, which is actually an easier boss than Mars. But I would like to make sure I win the battle. Remember, I'm gonna be doing 2 bosses in each episode. Regardless how much they take. I mean, they can get me stuck for quite a while. Probably an extra life would be good too. Oh, that guy actually goes for you. Shit. He will respawn, I think. So it would be ideal to get rid of him as he flies. Oh, that's okay. Even if I lose all of my lives, the E-Tank will be there for a later attempt, if necessary. Oh, this bomb still fucking got me. Oh yeah, you can get P-chips, basically for you to buy stuff. So it's relatively easy to get E-tanks in this game. As well as in Mega Man 4 for the Game Boy, you can collect letters in the stage. But instead of letters, there will be crystals. I think they're optional. I don't know what they do, to be honest. I'm kind of curious to know what they do. Again, I wish I was more familiar with this game. I'm pretty sure I haven't revealed all of the secrets that there are for this game in particular. I think if there is a time for using the E-tank, it is now. Because I don't want to restart from midpoint. Yeah, I would have died there. Do you know this? How necessary it is to get certain things sometimes? It's not just being greedy. It's survival. I think I made it to the boss anyway. I guess that S stands for start droids. Alright, let me remember. I think he set bombs on the floor. And shot those drills. These are missiles actually, but... yeah, those are the ones, okay. Remember, touching the enemy directly causes a lot more damage than receiving projectiles, but at least... oh yeah, you can slay in this game too. Shoots 3 of those things. Alright, pretty simple pattern. It goes in order too, the attacks. Oh, not really in this case. I'm about to die. So yeah, better use a charge attack quickly. I am so unfamiliar with this game that I don't even know the weaknesses. That's actually the funniest part. So yeah, I'll be using internet guides, not just for the passwords and for me to like restart the game with full E-tanks, full W-tanks, full lives, but also for me to know what the weaknesses are, so yeah. It's not a drill, I mean, it looks like one. Photo missile, whatever. Okay. So I guess you get Eddie at some point as well. I'm going to defeat Mercury now. The next part I will be defeating the other two, and probably the intermission level. You know, there is usually an intermission level between each section with 4 bosses in each. But yeah, this was actually intended to be like the first level. I'm gonna commit suicide. You can see why. 0 lives. I'll continue. Oh yeah, in this game you can get mini E-tanks. If you collect 4 of them, you get a big E-tank. Which is kind of dumb in my opinion. You can just buy big E-tanks and W-tanks. And Dr. Light's lab. What exactly can you collect in this area? Again, I just don't know it by heart. Pit chips, huh? A lot of them. This is the money. Fuck. Completely forgot about this. Oh, really? I didn't expect that thing to appear so quickly. So I guess I'll wait. This boss is in general easier. Really? Wow, what a huge hitbox. I mean, I passed by pretty much right next to it, but I'm sure I didn't touch it. Yeah, okay, for the sake of... you know, for safety, I'm killing myself right now. Wow, I didn't expect to, like, dying so fast there. super rusty in for this game. It's kind of a double-edged sword, not being too familiar with certain game, even if I insist I have beat it a couple of times by myself. It's a double-edged sword in the sense that... Oh, sorry, I thought this sound fucked up, like it usually happens when I do stuff from consoles. It's a double-edged sword basically because you do waste a lot of time dying and getting stuck in areas, and some viewers are just not patient enough. Hopefully all my subscribers, or the majority of them, got shit clear. Oh, forgot the everything response, including the valuable items. Let me see if I have... I don't know if I got saved the pit chips from... This part is a pain in the ass because you actually have to move in midair. It doesn't just stay there. So it's not a simple part. It looks easy, but it's not, now that I think of it. It's like in the very middle is where you have to stay. Shouldn't even move a bit. It's like... Yeah, it keeps moving. There we go. I don't care. I'll have my health back. I really hope I can recover some extra life. Oh, this guy teleports. All enemies are new as well. Not just the bosses, compared to the NES games, I mean. Oh yeah, that's a detail I forgot to mention, but I guess you could have guessed by now. These are not regular Robot Masters. This is actually the only Megaman game for the Game Boy that got exclusive bosses. I mean, it's exclusive in every sense for the Game Boy. Except for the name. They could have changed the name and not use Megaman 5, because you might expect at first 4 bosses from Megaman 5 and 4 bosses from Megaman 6. It would have been great if they actually did that with the rest of the Megaman series, to be honest, at least with the NES titles. But then they would have to combine with Megaman 7, so yeah, it would be kind of a messy thing. That's probably why they didn't do it, because they were already thinking of doing Megaman 7 on Super Nintendo. Remember, Megaman 7 came out a year after this one. So it kind of makes sense that they didn't actually do that, because they will be forced to combine stuff from Megaman 6 and 7 with this 8-bit graphics, when all what they wanted probably was just to quote-unquote upgrade Mega Man graphics to 16-bit at the time. Alright, that was really dumb on my part. Last life. I'm not sure if I... Actually, yeah, I got to the checkpoints. I'm gonna spend over 20 minutes on this part. Well, we wasted quite a few minutes in the intro, so... And I have no tank. I wish I could get either right now, a life or an E-tank, if I need to like refill energy before the boss or fighting the boss, or just have another try in case I die. Wow, this guy didn't die? Wow. I do need a lot of energy now. Yeah, I'm super rusty. Much more than what I expected. And I already used my E-tank here. And I already got the energy thing here. Oh, here's the life I was asking for. Yeah, the idea is to make it to the boss with this little energy though. I mean, I can do it, but still super risky. Alright, this is regular E-tank. I want to risk it. I'm gonna risk it because desperate times. Alright. It wasn't too hard. Ah, I wanted to slide to the other side, man. Don't make me use my A-tank now. I think I will have to use it. Let's see if I can kill this guy without dying. Nice, alright. I don't care about dying now. Actually, yeah, I don't care, to be honest. Because I'll be using the last life. And I also have an E-tank. Oh, he fucking steals parts of the item. Shit. Yeah, now I have 3 little pieces of the E-tank. So I cannot use it. Fuck. I forgot how much of a pain in the ass this guy can be. Yeah, he's stealing more. But again, this guy is not hard. Yeah, he divides into 3. Yeah, that's pretty much what he does. And now he's stealing P-chips. But as you can see, these bosses in general are very weak to the Mega Punch. They receive a lot of damage. Yeah, pretty much like the charged Mega Busters, not so much of a difference. Like he's pretty much dead and I wasn't even close to dying. Oh yeah, you can steal more than 1 item from an enemy if using Snatch Buster individually though. Yeah, I guess I'll stop for now. Next time I'm gonna do the 2 remaining bosses. Hopefully I will beat them faster. And maybe I'll do the intermission level since it's very short. Tends to be very short. So yeah. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next episode.